$1 picture. One man on me, but I don't fatigue. Better have 100 million coming with you. Got good karma, so I'm riding fiscal. Hit the crossover, leave them playing Twister. Oh, they thought that I was just a... Now when I'm through, they call me Mister. Stop it. Big wall with suffice. Play with the family, playing with your life. Just got the ops hurt, looking sick. So we gon' disinfect them like a wipe. Had that boy a big cat with no stripes. Now on the gram, ain't worried about a light. Yeah, I had to go ahead and raise the fee. If you ain't rocking with it, take a hike.
Say you gon' ride. Say you gon' step by me. Spin and slide. Say you gon' step by me. Who gon' step by me? Who gon' step by me? Say you gon' ride. Is he gon' step by me? Can't do it back, keep racks on me. Name home with I keep 3 on me. Oh, so you riding. I can do everything that you gon' like. Young, rich, and famous, I'm living the life. Uh-oh, pull up in that new thing. I'm swerving and hogging up both lanes. You know I'm in the mood. After I score, I'ma bring it to you. They're a free agent, I give them the boo. I'm with the crew, who we bringing it to. We got no limit yet, we on the ride. We all gon' step, we all gon' ride. Say you gon' ride. Say you gon' step by me. Spin and slide. Say you gon' step by me. Who gon' step by me? Who gon' step by me?
Every time I'ma step with the steppers. Black and white beans looking like pepper. Flawless diamonds, yeah, I'm good under pressure. 400 racks tucked in the dresser. Blowing money fast like Big Meech. Thinking that they winning, big reach. They know I'm the best, I'm elite. I know when they hating is instant.
Say you gon' ride. Say you gon' step by me. Spin and slide. Say you gon' step by me. Who gon' step by me? Who gon' step by me?
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemongrass. Ooh, ooh, let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not...
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New York Giants. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. First play and a first pass for Murray. Well, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. In motion left, Hill. To throw on 2nd down. Spencer under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
They have 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
You have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza is sent on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On play action, it's Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Giants at 3-9 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
2nd and 10. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Murray again, 2nd and 10. Got an open man, it's Josh Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
A first down carry for Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. From the gun on 3rd down. Spencer. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. On 1st and 10. Spencer. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. You talk about this Giant defense. They're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
On 2nd down, Carmichael. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Spencer. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And give them a gain of 37.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
They'll run on 1st down. Carmichael. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 7. Again, it's Barkley. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated.
Almost 2 yards. It's 3rd and 9.
Now Murray off play action. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And the great rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Murray going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Their own 43-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 70-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
get him down as he's inside the 40. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Spencer. That's out to Hill. Right side complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Touchdown, Washington.
Back to throw. Spencer. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The end result, 21 yards. Fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. A strong run there, boy, when he gets it, especially around the goal line, like a bull in a china shop.
And none of us ever want to confront that bull in any china shop, do we? Any more than we want to confront him. Got behind his pads, ran with power, and got into the end zone.
What an asset around the goal line, a guy like that.
It's almost like a safety blanket, isn't it? When all else fails, hand it to this big back and let him power his way forward.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
Ready.
They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Spencer. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin, 33 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that, because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Jahan Dotson, touchdown Washington. Jahan Dotson from 8 yards out. And the Commanders are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0, Charles.
And this defense, they've just looked completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them. So I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34.
At the 34-yard line.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw is Murray. Taking a shot for Samuel. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Commanders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already, they're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly.
Blue strike. Hey, blue.
On first down, Spencer eluding the pressure right. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's good for 28 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Ready?
On first down, Carmichael. And out of bounds right around the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Spencer. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And a route is on here in this first half. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Quan Martin. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and a route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
42, Giants nothing.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
One thing I know for sure, the standard speech is to treat the game like it's tied. But when you have an advantage, they also tell you, make sure you don't get your foot off the gas. Message received.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like the empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
On second down now. Carmichael, and he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
This now a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Spencer. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Carmichael, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, but that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Running again with Barkley on second down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Play fake. Murray winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. All I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears.
Just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Spencer. His throw incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Off play action. Spencer. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Washington going to send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And take it right on the 30. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably... Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this 3rd quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Off the play fake. Spencer. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 26-yard line.
Back to throw. Spencer. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Looking to throw. Spencer. And this is incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Giants nothing.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is...
Here's 2nd and 7.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick him off for the 2nd time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got him in on the right sideline. That's Barnett.
Touchdown, Washington.
A great effort there. 26 yards.
And the Commanders are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
They're on the 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And they take a knee. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for New York. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
Okay, ready?
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Ready, break.
3rd and 12.
Ready.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Flushed out right. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Barkley, inside handoff. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Tackle made by Chase Young. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. This time they'll throw it with Howell. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Palmer. So the completion good for 7 there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
3rd and 4. Back to throw. Howell. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Giants 1st down. They needed 4, they got 8. And it results in a conversion on 4th down. Up the middle with Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Howell down to throw it. That is caught. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
On 1st down, Howell. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Set, ready. Set.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play, and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Boy, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed to sleep. So for the Commanders,
It's a 10th win on the year.